had a principal. We had an agreement. We had training dates picked out.
Yep.
And I literally could not. I left messages, voicemails.
Okay, so
I
stop right
talked to her.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, you went off the cliff on that one. Sounds like as well. And the reason why is very simple. I don't think you tell me. Was there a scheduled meeting from that conversation on your calendar with him?
There was a scheduled training date, which was rapidly approaching. And I was trying to discuss with this principal, what are we going to do for this training?
Right.
And literally that principal waited until 48 hours before this training to finally reply, and then didn't answer my questions.
Yeah.
And in talking with them on site in person, they just said, you know what, we're so overloaded at this time of year. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. I meant to. And it was a genuine, you just weren't high enough priority, because I knew you were going to come up here and do the training. And
sure.
So when I look at that level of, we're delivering training right, day after tomorrow, and you're just now getting back to me. It was,
here's the thing.
Is the same thing happening with this other school teacher
who
I get pricing to.
These people are overwhelmed.
Yes, 100%.
Look, not just them, everybody is these days.
Yeah.
Which means you have to overlay on top of that for them structure. See, they're operating in an environment of chaos, you see? And what you're doing right now is you're dropping in as one more piece of the chaos they got to deal with on their own. What you have to do is overlay, similar to the other gentleman, a roadmap that shows them what the structure is for a completion of the process. So maybe your roadmap might be, we have 3 sessions. Session 1, discuss the training. Session 2, plan the training. And session 3, 2 days in advance of the training to make sure everything's ready for the training. And this is our process we need to follow. Let's schedule a calls for that now, so we don't drop off in the middle of it and chase each other back and forth. So you need some kind of scaffolding around your process here that they buy into from the beginning, so they feel accountable to something. Otherwise, without that accountability, they drop off in the black hole like they are right now, and you're chasing them.
That's brilliant. And let me ask you this. Something just occurred to me that you had shared, one little piece of wisdom I absolutely loved, and I want to ask if it would apply in this case. You've talked in the past about sending an email saying, where you just say, this date and time, I'd like to have a conversation with you. And I'm greatly paraphrasing here, but basically you tell them a date and time, and say, let me know if this does not work for you. Here's the meeting link. Is that okay to do, or is that too pushy, too salesy?
No. What you do is you say, let me know if these dates or times will work with you. And you wait until they write you back and say, yes, that works for me at 2 o'clock on Friday. Then you say, no problem. You write back and say, here's the, I'll send you an invite with a Zoom link. And here's the Zoom link in case you don't have it. And I'll meet you there at this time.
So you're giving a couple different options.
Yes, a couple options. Let them choose or come back with their own. And don't try and do everything in that one email. Break it into small bites and pieces so that they can do one thing at a time with you.
Makes perfect sense. Okay, thank you
so much for coming on.
Had a principal. We had